Hey there everybody, happy Tuesday to you. Hope you guys are having a great start to a new week. I've got a couple starter journals that are ready to go into my Etsy shop. You guys have asked for more starter journals, so I am putting some together. These are the first two that I have finished. Remember that a starter journal has all like the cool stuff going on inside, and it has a fabric color, and it has a beaded spine, but just in a more condensed format. These books are 4.5 by 6.5 by 1.5 on the spine. So let's take a look inside. This is one of my favorite fabrics because it reminds me of bubbles, and I always call it bubbles, so look for something bubble-ish in the Etsy shop. She is finished off with some Czechoslovakian beads and some chunky wood beads, and some metallic beads right here too. Got some little, they're called etched beads, and they aren't real metal, but they mimic metal. I got them at my local Michael's store. So let's take a look inside. And we start off with "Not all who wander are lost." Is that not the truth? And there is a skinny book here for you. A little bit of a $50,000 like bill right here. So what would you do with $50,000? Use your imagination. Oh my goodness, what I would do with $50,000. Gracious me. I think the only reason to have money is to give it away. And I would, oh my goodness, I can think of like half a dozen charities that I would love to give to. I would give to St. Jude's. I would give to the Clean Water Foundation, of course. And then I would get myself a place in the country, and Chris and I would rescue every single animal that we found that needed a home. We would be those crazy cat and dog people. Some magazine inspiration for you. I love the way that the blue plays with the blue on the fabric that covers this journal. It really mimics it very, very well. I love magazine pages. Remember that I have a whole series about how to use magazine pages in my YouTube tutorial about how to use a flow journal. So we've got a flashcard right here. I left you guys plenty of, this is drawing paper, and it's a quite nice drawing paper. I do not know the poundage of this drawing paper, but I thought it'd be fun to put something like this in here so you guys can write or draw or whatever you want to do in your starter flow journal. Maybe you could starter writing a journal entry every day. This is a great opportunity to experiment with something new. This little pocket has some ATCs and also has one of those funky cool Hallmark playing cards. That's a 7 of diamonds. I know that one. I hope there's not a pop quiz. This is part of packaging. One of my light bulbs burned out in my chandelier light that I have downstairs, and I had to replace the light bulb. I like technical drawings like this that are just plain. I can't explain it. There's just something that's so stark about it that I really do love that. I also, last night, you guys, on the NBC Nightly News, this is a little insert about travel, so we'll have maps, we'll have places to write. This is from a 1988 encyclopedia about the post office. We have some travel brochures for you. This was one from Shelbyville, Kentucky. Seems like a very lovely place to visit. Lovely scenery. Nice shops. More about the post office. Anyway, guys, I was watching the news. I don't like watch the news. I was making hairy paper clips when the news was on, and Chris usually does like to watch the news. Me, not so much. I sometimes even get up in the middle of it and just go find something else to do. I load the dishwasher or something like that. Yeah, it's just not my thing. I did, though, see a news item last night about how China is refusing to take the United States recycling anymore. And And, you know, that made me think. And, you know, my little light bulb over here made me think about how much packaging. Now, I recycle, you know, and I make these books, and they have a lot of recycled elements in them, but I think I can do better, and I think I can step up my game. So that's kind of my plan for July, is to keep things out of the recycle bin. These are recipes from 1953. I love the illustrations, the black and white illustrations. I think are so cool. Garden Gourmet magazine. Now in here you have like a hidden pocket. This is February 1985. Inside the hidden pocket are some fabric elements, and I think there are some buttons in there and some paper elements as well. I love these old recipes. I just think they're so cool. There was one in here for, oh, and this is about herbs. This is chamomile. Codfish balls, scalloped flaked cod or other fish. I love fish, and we didn't go to the fish camp when I visited with Mom last week, but you know, typically we do go to the fish camp there when I am in North Carolina. Yummy, yummy, yummy. My stomach is just growling just thinking about it. Has some copy dyed papers for you guys. This one has a little bit of a roll up issue, but I'm hoping that she will straighten herself out. Lots of cards and fabric swatches for you guys to play with. These, of course, are the jelly plate prints that I did before I left to go to North Carolina last week. So you've got a lot of those. I love the way they turned out. Not so persnickety about them being perfect. I love the textures. I like to feel the textures after I'm finished with them. This is a 1983, I think, Ironworks book, which was just beautiful. Vintage dictionary pages for you. I love this, you guys. It's a poem, and I think it's very intriguing, not just the font, but the paper as well. The paper is just so elegant and so beautiful. This is Lascaux's Law Diet. No, Black's Law Diet. That's what it is. That's what these lawyer dictionaries are called, Law Diet. So I love that. I thought it was super, super cool. And I know that you guys can do a lot with these text pages. Again, you know, just refer to my series about how to use a flow journal. I'm taking this out because I thought that I had not put one of these in this book. So this will go in the other book over here. Sorry, I'm a little off my game. I drove 10 hours this weekend, and I'm a little bit sore, and I've also launched into a new yoga practice. And that's kind of made me sore too, and not just made me sore, but kind of lethargic, I guess, because, you know, because I'm sore because I'm exercising. That's a great thing. This is also part of a children's encyclopedia. I love the way that the slots are cut in these pages. Some vintage sheet music for you guys. I like the guitar chords, of course. And, oh my goodness, this annotated art book. I am wild about it because someone has read it and they've highlighted the text that they like. I love things like that. It says life. It says engagement. It says someone read me and felt strongly enough to highlight the information that they were reading. I love that. I love it. Salvage script, sort of. Pictionary, little card for you guys. More just color and inspiration here, and then a final pocket with a few little chipboard pieces in it. She's finished off with a Tim Holtz 25 Brad. So let's take a look at, this is again one of my favorite patterns because to me it's very bohemian. I love it. Super colorful. It's finished off with a selection of plastic beads and some of the etched beads as well as this. It's kind of like a teardrop bead. It's very pretty. It's just a Czechoslovakian glass bead. So let's take a look at this one as she starts off with the word hope. And there's another one of those Hallmark mushroom playing cards that I'm crazy about. A bit of inspiration for you. I love these glow lights. I think they're so pretty. Remember, magazine pages are all about imagery. They're also about color blocks that you can tear out and make into paper beads. There's just like no end to the things that you guys can do with magazine pages. So never discount a magazine page. Never just think that it's inconsequential, you know, because just like this, I want to live close to water. And when I see this, I immediately have a calming feeling because I need water, and I sure have not seen any lately. Virginia Beach is quite a drive from here. It's not a drive. It's not a long drive. It's a complicated drive. You might get there, and you might not. It's kind of the way it is. There's a little bit of travel in here for you. This is another encyclopedia, 1988, about the post office. Some maps and some things to see during your travels. Some pages to make notes on. I did include lined paper in these journals because I think that it's important for you to write. Make the journal your own. It is your thing. Life is a journey. Why not write about it? This is just a little packed pocket. It has some playing cards in it. It has some Project Life cards in it. It has some game ephemera. This is only the beginning. And a flashcard right here for you guys. I like the colors here. It says Wild and Free, and this is a card from Saturday Night Live in the 70s. Can't believe that. Oh my goodness. I used to love Saturday Night Live. I loved Dan Aykroyd. I loved Rosanna Dana. Oh gosh, I can't think of Gilda Radner. These are recipes from the 1950s. This is one of those very rare color prints from one of the recipe books. Not a print, you guys. This is an original right here, as are all these pages. I don't use digital printable things in my books. Everything is original, and everything comes to me, and I'm super grateful when I open a box of beautiful ephemera from you guys. Thank you so much. I mean, you're helping me keep food on the table and a roof over my head and the doggies fed and all that good stuff. I thought that Project Life card was kind of funny. It says pies baked daily. I think I told you guys about going to Jackson's Cafeteria, and I read you all the pies that one woman makes all those desserts. To me, that was just fascinating. This is from an ironworking book. It talks about fire plates. This is a French dictionary, a little page. It was a little bit chippy, so I could only use a little part of it. Vintage dictionary right here. I think this is the Bobbsey twins. Beautiful, beautiful paper. An old arithmetic book. Poetry. This is the law diet, the Black's Law Diet. I like anything that has to do with, I like definitions, you know. I started to say I like the law, but probably not so much. The law is a little above my head, y'all. I don't think I could ever be smart enough to be a lawyer. I appreciate people who are that intelligent. Another little pocket for you with a little skinny book and the word laughter. My friends are the best because they are hysterical. They are always there for me. They give me great advice. They make life exciting. Sweet little card there. More inspiration for you. I love this red-haired girl. My sister's got red hair. Anytime I see red, I think about my sister. My sister and her beautiful red hair. I also love these sunflowers here. Sunflowers are very meaningful to me because I have a Russian niece, and Russia, from what I understand from my sister, is full of sunflowers. And my sister is quite partial to sunflowers as well. So there we go, guys. 2 new we need to put this somewhere. I'll put this somewhere in just a minute. So this journal will also include a little pack of things to play with. I was talking about the NBC News and China refusing to take the United States recycling anymore. So I'm going to be on a mission to recycle even more. I've got some ideas for a corrugated cardboard books because I do get a lot of boxed ephemera, and so I thought that that would be a fun way to keep that out of the recycling as well. So it's going to be interesting, you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me ramble today. I'm a little sorry for being disjointed. Like I said, I'm a bit, I think that trip last week just kind of caught up with me. But I am good. I am going to do some yoga with Adrian and hopefully get my mojo back this afternoon. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate so much your support of the Etsy shop. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks, y'all. Bye.